better turn that down. Happy Monday. This is the 10th day of November, 2025. It is 38 degrees, and it's probably colder than that as far as wind chill. We do have some wind. We are expecting snow flurries or snow showers today, but nothing to stick. But you never know. You never know, and I'm all for it. I wanted to snow a foot deep. I was going to drive the truck, and I thought, no, just as sure as I drive that truck, we'll get a couple of inches. See, it don't have four-wheel drive. It just has front-wheel drive. So I decided I would drive the road because it's got all-wheel drive. Anyway, I don't think we're going to really get that much. But what do I know? I'm just an old woman. All right. I just thought I'd come on and say hello. The weekend was okay. Yesterday didn't do anything. Saturday we went to the racetrack, to the Southern Roots Craft Show, Festival, whatever. I mean, it was very good. It's got potential to be big. It was foggy to start with, but then it kind of lifted. They had some beautiful stuff. I did film a little bit, but not much. They had the music blasting. You know, so loud. And then Dave's mom called and we had to go do something for them, so we got called away. So I didn't buy anything, which I didn't really need anything anyway, but there was a couple of things that I looked at twice. I did request something, so we'll see if it happens. Then after we took care of Dave's parents, we went to the Amish store, which I showed you, the Shiloh General Store. And, you know, it's a lot of probably the same thing as the other one, the Yawners or whatever it's called. It's just this one is a different, you know, chain. If it's a chain, I don't know. But I think they have a lot of the same stuff. Now, it was packed. I started filming. I filmed a little bit of the coffee. And that. So here I am at our local Amish store, looking at the coffee. You're making me crazy. $7.99. That's not bad. So let's get this. You got all kinds of honey here. Look, cowboy blend. Was it? Because people was everywhere, and I know they were looking at me, and I thought, I can't do this. I don't like to film anywhere where it's crowded. Y'all know I find every excuse not to film, but if I'm going to do it, I just don't want to have to inconvenience or put other people on the spot. Now, what they're really known for is their donuts and the cinnamon rolls, but the donuts is what they're really known for. And for whatever reason, it said on the door, due to lack of help, no donuts today. And I'm thinking, does the Amish have problems with work too? With people working? I guess so. I don't know. So anyway, why is there so many people here today? No parking places at all down here. There's one up there, but that's just too far. I know I'm lazy. I am lazy. So what do I want to do? Do I want to ride around, or do I want to go up there and park? I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes, because I am a little bit early for some of these people to be leaving. All right. So let's just wait a second and see what happens. It's rare that nobody's left through here when I get here. And I can just talk right here. Now, I should have the heat on, but I had it set on 60. That's not very warm, is it? Okay, we'll talk about probably the elephant in the room or whatever people's waiting for me to talk about. And I did not watch the video where he returned the phone. Now, I should have thought about this, or I would have recorded on my old phone and showed you the new phone. Anyway, I think we went through this before with Tim. Did he not buy the 15 Pro Max and he decided it was too big and took it back? Maybe somebody can correct me. I don't know. Or maybe it was something else. I didn't go back and try to find it. I got better things to do, like sleep. Anyway, so he took the phone back. And I know he bought it from Apple and blah, blah, blah. Why did he buy it from Apple? Was it because the T-Mobile store didn't have the orange one? Well, I'm sure T-Mobile could have ordered it for him. That's what I did with mine, but I didn't want the orange one. I always get the blue one when that's a choice. I'm a blue girl. Can't you see? I got on my blue eyeliner. I am a blue navy girl. So that's what I ordered. I didn't want the orange one. I have nothing against orange. I like orange in the fall. I like it in the summer. But if I want it to be orange, I'll just order me an orange case. They're out there galore. I don't need to advertise that I have a new phone as far as walking down the street. It looks just like, the only thing that's different is the camera. If people look at the camera on the outside, they're going to notice that it's different than the 16 or the 15. If you're trying to show off. I'm not trying to show off. So anyway, evidently, he was probably ugly to whoever was on the phone, because they were probably telling him that this is not going to be easy to return this, you know. And then I'm gonna move on now, because we can just imagine, you know, if I had been on the other end, I probably would have hung up on him too, because I did see where somebody said they hung up on him. I don't know. Like I say, I didn't watch it. I didn't even read the transcript. I'm going by what Dinger said. So then, later on, he goes to this Christmas tree lighting, Christmas parade at the UTC Mall. He must be just like Will of Yankee in the South. He must carry his big tripod and hold it up in the air. And do y'all know what that looks like? I mean, I know that you can just imagine, to somebody that's there, what that looks like. I'm just about to give up, y'all, and go up to the top. Anyway, it just looks like unless you have on a press pass or you're with a TV crew, it just looks like, look at me, I'm a big YouTuber. And I know that's what he wants to be. I, for one, don't want to be known as a big YouTuber. I just want to be known as somebody who films, carries a camera, talks to the camera. That's all I want to be. All right, y'all, I give up. I'm going up here. I give up. Up. Anyway, he just looks goofy. Now we know if he's going out to eat, someone else is paying. He's not paying. We also know when he don't film, someone is around that doesn't want to be seen. Oh my. I wonder who that is. I don't know. Maybe y'all can fill it in the comments. Who you think it is. Do you think it's somebody's name that starts with a T? Or do you think their name starts with an L? You can just let me know in the comments who you think it is. Do you believe that he is actually living in the Flagstaff FKBSECU? Do y'all think that he's living there? Or is he staying in OPH? Or is he actually living in his H? I know, I'm being silly. Anyway, let me just say about the phone, I'll go back to the phone, is you have to give this phone, anytime you go up to a larger size, you're not going to like it the first day. You're not. Especially if you like little phones or you have small hands. My hands are smaller than Tim's. Okay. If you'll give yourself 3 to 5 days, you'll be good. You'll learn how to control it, and you'll go on from there. And you'll appreciate the larger size. Now, if he did have the Pro Max from 15, the 15 Pro Max, they're almost the same size. The only thing that is a little different is they're a little thicker. They weigh slightly more than the 15, but not. The reason they weigh more is because the battery. I don't think he's going to get that extra battery. Now, I fussed at the beginning about that. I didn't see that much difference. Well, I can tell you now, because the phone has to adapt to you, the user. The phone kind of gets to know you and knows, then it starts learning. And I don't need nobody to explain this to me. I know it. I can tell. It gets used to what you're doing, so you don't use as much battery power. Once the phone understands what you're using it for. Now, while I'm filming, it's going to use it. But like when I lay it down and I'm not doing anything, it's nothing like the 15. The 15 would eat battery power just like nothing. But for whatever reason, whatever they've done, it doesn't use the battery like it once did. So that's a good thing. Now, like I say, I don't know if the regular Pro has all that. I'm assuming it does. But now I know they can't get the larger battery into the Pro. So, you know. Now, I know that everybody likes the flip phone or folding phone. We're not supposed to say flip. Folding from Samsung. And Apple is rumored to be making one. Now, supposedly, next year, you know, they usually come out in September, but now they're not going to come out in September next year, in 26. They're going to wait, I think, until the beginning of the year for the Pro Max to come out. Now, I'm not sure about the other versions, and the flip one. And the flip one or folding may not even be available then. They're saying it could go into 2028. Hopefully 2027, but definitely not 2026. So, and I have held the folding one from Samsung in my hands. Now, I'll say that one would take some getting used to when you have it fully open. And just like that note that Samsung had, that was way too big for me. But now my friend, she loved it. And her hands are about the same size. Her hands might be a little larger than mine, but not enough to, you know, most people have longer fingers than me. I'll say that. I've got short, fat, stubby fingers. You know, it's just the way it's always been. Even when I was small, I still wore a larger size ring than most women. So anyway, and I'm not trying to make an excuse or anything like that. I'm just speaking, just saying, just talking. And that's about all I got to say today. Oh, one more thing. Is anybody watching the Joshua and Mikey drama? I know Blind Views covers this, so I'm not going to talk much about it. I was surprised Blind Views didn't make a video, but I guess he wanted to wait and see what happens, because they both now made videos, and now Joshua has responded back to Mikey. I don't know what to believe. You know, when I was sitting there yesterday, I'm like, y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, this is a setup. They're in this together to get views. And I know Mikey was concerned that he lost 100 subscribers. Well, they're estimating it. Y'all, Social Blade estimates when you get to so much subscribers, they're going to do it in hundreds. Just like they say Tim didn't lose or gain this month. Yes, he did. He lost, but not enough to put it on Social Blade. I'm telling you, if you go to live counts, blah, 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 and put in Sarasota Tim, you'll see that he's not, I mean, he'll gain one day and lose the next. He's not going anywhere. His views are down tremendously. My views are down tremendously. One thing is because I'm not filming as much, but also, you know, that person that put up the video about that we can't get no views. If Tim's views are down, our views are down, if we're talking about Tim. And if I don't talk about Tim, then my videos get lost in the algorithm. I know all that. I'm good with it. But yet they got to make their silly videos that try to make us look bad. And I really don't. I mean, I care. There's a part of me that cares, and there's a part of me that just says, go away. You're a fly. All right, y'all. I know you're tired of hearing me complain. I'm not really complaining, but I know you're probably tired of hearing me talk about that. Anyway, I love you all. I really do. I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend. And like I say, leave me a T or L in the comment. And that way I'll know who you think is with him. Talk to y'all later. Have a great Monday. Love you. Bye.